All right, so it's time to build a winning formula, a winning portfolio for 2025. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you guys, talk about how I would go about building out a portfolio that is both, strong in the sense that you have some blue chip cryptos, but also taking a little bit of risk and trying to guess right on some mid cap and small cap altcoins. So if that sounds good to you guys, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe down below, and let's jump right in. So what I did, I created a Word document, guys, and basically I want to talk through this throughout. All right, so this is kind of my portfolio build right now as we head into 2025. And things can change, things can evolve, right? And I want to kind of share with you guys and work through what my thinking is here. And hopefully you guys learn something along the way and you're building and taking notes here as you build your portfolio and get it set for 2025. So when I take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, right, I want to make up around 50% of my overall crypto portfolio. I want it to be made up of the top two cryptos. And there's a reason why. When we take a look at Bitcoin, it's 53% of the overall market, Ethereum 70%. So together, these two cryptos make up 70% of that $1.27 trillion number already, right? So I want to have a backbone. And having this backbone in my portfolio of Bitcoin and Ethereum will then allow me to take more risks and chances with my altcoins. All right. So in addition to this, you guys know I love Cardano and XRP. And you can make an argument to flip this like, hey, the next 10% XRP, or I don't know, even take that 15% that it's right here, the XRP and Cardano, make it 7.5 and 7.5%, right? But for me, how my current portfolio looks is I have a little bit more Cardano than XRP. Okay. And XRP, I think this is a good, strong 5% of your portfolio being an XRP. I think that's a strong number. Some people would say, Zach, you're crazy. I'm going to make 50% or 30%. Listen, there are multiple ways to win here. I'm just giving you guys my thoughts, right? So like definitely listen to other people's strategies, other people's takes here, and just kind of compile a bunch of information as you guys build yours, right? Hopefully this video, again, is just a tool for you to prepare yourself. Then I take 15%, I want to make top 50 cryptos in addition to my Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP. All right, top holdings, okay? I want to make 15% of my portfolio, and I think you can go to 20% here, of top 50s. Now, some of the top 50s, I've listed them here that I really like. I wouldn't say go after all of these. I would say maybe go after 7 to 10 of these that I have listed, okay? And these are all different crypto assets in the top 50 that I like. I do own majority of these, not all of these right now, but I do own a lot of them. So I look at Solana, Chainlink, Matic, Polygon, some of my favorite cryptos in the top 50 that I really, really like. And these cryptos in particular are still in the top 25. And I think they're household names that I think will slowly grow still. Solana had its first big cycle last year. I think there's going to be a lot of growth there still. Chainlink has really yet to like pop off, and I think it's gaining steam right now as an infrastructure play. Polygon, same thing. It gained some steam late in the last bull cycle, actually performed really, really well in this bear market thanks to all their partnerships. I think it's going to be a great one moving forward. One of the recent ones that I've really, really liked here as I've done more and more digging, Caspa. It has had an unbelievable bear market here. It has performed better than any other asset in the top 50. XLM, of course, there's a lot of connections there with XRP. I think a lot of room to grow there. Atom, I don't own it, but I probably should. It's a really, really good crypto. A lot of people, smart investors own it. I love HBAR, right? Hedera Hashgraph, very unique technology. I do own HBAR. I think it's another great one. Then you've got your Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. High risk, high reward plays that I think are OG crypto community tokens that will be here. Aptos, huge sleeper in my opinion. I listened to some videos. You know, last cycle we talked about the Ethereum killers, right? And they had huge, huge runs like Solana. This new cycle, we could be thinking and looking for Solana killers. Some of the new layer ones that launched throughout this bear market that have that VC backing, Aptos. I'm telling you guys, keep your eye on Aptos. This could be a huge, huge winner in this next cycle when we head into 2025. Quant. We know that there are so many connections there with Quant being used by government agencies. Absolutely love Quant. I think it's setting itself up in terms of where we are with this regulatory environment. Quant could be a huge, huge winner. GRT and Render. These are my top AI plays in the top 50 here. We've got the Graph and Render. Household names. We had a little bit of a pop early this year with crypto AI tokens. We're going to talk more about that later on in the video. I think this is a sector we've got to keep our eyes on. I think it's going to be massive here in this next bull run. Algorand, an OG. It's been around. Still love it. And I think Algorand can definitely have a nice run. Injective is another big data AI crypto INJ. Recently burst on the scene. They had a huge partnership with Google Cloud. This is certainly another one to keep on your radar. One of the only exchange tokens that I have on this list is Kronos. And it's because not only Crypto.com, the growth that they've had over the past 5 years, but also what Kronos, the chain, has been doing lately. The TVL is going up. I do think Kronos and that native token will have a lot more use cases here this go around in 2025 than it did in 2021. It almost got to $1 back in 2021. That's sitting at 6 cents right now. I think there's a nice upside potential there with Crow. Polkadot. Never owned it, but I do think it's a household name. It's still in the top 15. I believe it's ranked number 15 right now. AVAX was one of those cryptos that exploded, right? AVAX and Solana, those two cryptos that went nuts previous bull run. Still think it has some room to run. Filecoin has been heating up a little bit this bear market, and it's becoming more and more important with storage. I do think Filecoin, which is an OG, certainly one to watch. VeChain, another one. It's about 5x away from its all-time high, give or take. Actually, no, it's probably about 15x away from its all-time high at 27, 28 cents. VeChain, it has some of the best use case for a cryptocurrency project in the entire landscape. I think eventually we're going to get a big pop for VeChain. Maybe it happens here in the bull run of 2025. Then we've got a couple of the new layer 2s. Okay, I do think this is a spot to watch. Optimism and Arbitrum here, new layer 2s that launched not too long ago. A couple others there for you to consider there in the top 50. All right, so then we go and make 20%. Okay, and you could flip this. You could put 20% top 50 and then 15% mid-level to small caps. I'm taking a little bit more risk here. Okay, a little bit more risk here. And I want, because time's on my side, hopefully, right, knock on wood, I'm 33. I should have some time to invest, and that passive investing into Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'm really looking for that to be, again, that backbone. So now with 20%, I want to take some chances. I want to take some risks, right? So maybe some things toward the back half of the top 100, maybe some things in the top 200, top 300, and even some small cap cryptos, both where I'm a private investor or I know some of the team members, these sort of things, right? So I'll talk through this for you guys. Gala and Chiliz, two cryptos I think are very, very unique. Chiliz in that fan token space, I think that's really interesting. They are still a top 100 crypto. Really love them in terms of where we could go in terms of tokenization of real world assets. I think Chiliz could be a big part of that as well. Gala, I know there's a lot of drama there. Still like it. In that gaming sector as a whole, big sector to watch. Pepe, listen, I think there's a narrative here. I think Pepe can still make a run. But again, it's in that small cap, relatively mid cap level. We've got Mina Protocol. It had a great 2021 run, and Phantom did as well. I like these two heading into 2025. These are all still in the top 100, by the way. Gala, Chiliz, Pepe, Mina, and Phantom. Now, when we go into small caps, this is really the degen space, right? How deep do you want to get into the degen space? You can go deep. And listen, I had some luck here in this previous cycle. I'm going to dial back my degen investing a little bit here for 2025. Simply because I think we can have a ton of gains in that mid-cap level, right? But we're looking at, some of these mid-cap, small caps, WAGMI, right? I'm well invested there, both in the token and in NFTs. So again, gaming play. DPay, company I work with, these type of companies. DPay, by the way, Devour Go, they are building out a Web3 version of Uber Eats or DoorDash. These type of small cap companies that could see some institutional money come in. Very interesting. Bone, of course, tied in with the SHIB ecosystem. We're going to love that here in the next bull cycle. Two cryptos that I was an early investor on, both Clear Cryptos, CCX, and Apollo. I'm very heavily invested in both of these, know both of the team members. I know there's been a lot of quietness from both of those right now, but these are projects that I am tied to. Both I have skin in the game right now, but I also know the team, right? So when you're looking at these small caps, you want to try to get to know the team as best as you can, because it's really hard to kind of parse out which one should I go with in these mid-level small caps. Then we've got a couple community plays, community token plays here. Again, in that 300, Suka's in that 350, 400 out of the top, cryptos, 350, 400. Volt's a little bit deeper than that, around 550, 600. I do think Suka and Volt, though, neither have really experienced a full-fledged bull run just yet. Volt did a little bit, Suka has not. I really like some of these plays further down that line in terms of some of those cryptos that could be ready for the bull run when we come in there. These community tokens, we know they can fly. We saw what SHIB did in Doge. We're trying to find some of those lower market cap ones, small cap, but still strong enough, right? That could really blast off. So again, hopefully you're making some notes here, getting some value. Here's a couple more notes for you as we close out this video. AI cryptos, keep your eye on them. Okay, I mentioned some big caps. Here are some others that I really like. Okay, and again, it's up to you. Do some deep diving. Take a look at all of these. AGIX and Fetch AI. They're just outside the top 100. So is Ocean. Really like these. Sure, like this one as well. PAL AI, a little bit of a different play. They had a little partnership with NVIDIA recently. PAL AI, another crypto in the AI sector I like. CQ2, big sleeper. Oasis, kind of an OG, fallen off a little bit. I think they can make a nice resurgence. And then Bad Idea is tied into the SHIB ecosystem. Relatively small market cap right now. I do think if that SHIB ecosystem blows up in this next bull cycle, Bad Idea could certainly rise with all the tides. Sectors to watch that I really like heading into 2025. Gaming, Metaverse. I know a lot of people laugh it off. They joke that the Metaverse was such a flop and blah, blah, blah. It's not dead. The Metaverse is going to have a resurgence. There will be another big surge, I think, in Metaverse discussions and tokens in this next bull run. You've got the OGs there. You've got your Decentraland and Sandbox, which I do think will perform pretty decently well in this next cycle. But there's going to be some younger plays, some newer tokens that new investors are going to want to file into. Keep your eye open in the Metaverse sector. I mentioned last cycle was all about the Ethereum killers, right? Your Cardanos, your Solanas, which I still think they're going to perform well. These new ones coming up, though, what are your Solana killers? Aptos. Keep your eye on Aptos. We're also looking at those L2s. We talked about Optimism, Arbitrum, Polygon's an L2. And then DeFi. The entire DeFi sector. That privacy sector as well. We've got a couple OG privacy coins out there like Monero. I certainly think that could be massive too if we get that regulation we all want. People are going to want to keep their crypto safe. So definitely be looking in that area as well. So again, hopefully this video gives you some starting points, get you ready for 2025, and this should certainly help as you build out a winning portfolio for this next bull cycle. Let me know if you got value out of this video, if you really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section so I can make more content like this, and smash that like button so more people see this video and they too can have the knowledge to get prepared for the next crypto bull run. Thank you all so much for checking out the channel and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.